Now, I'm sure you've clicked on this video and thought, natural blocks? What are you on about, Joel? Well, today, I'm going to be building an all-natural house. I'll be the first to admit it, normally my builds are not all natural. Kind of like my photos. For example, here's me with makeup, and here's me without. I know, it's hard to tell the difference, but if you look closely, there's loads of differences there. So I got this comment from Parrot Playlist here, asking me to build a nature-related house. They included things like grass, leaves, logs, stone, mushrooms, and sand. But I thought, let's make this a little bit trickier. Let's take out the logs and stone. This may be quite interesting. So I found a cute little clearing here to build this house in. I'm going to cheat in some blocks you can't get normally, such as this red mushroom block, and some brown mushroom block, which is quite disgusting, to be honest. Some other things I'm going to allow myself to use are things like melons and pumpkins, of course leaves, and grass blocks as well. Now I want this house to look naturey, so this is going to be a pretty interesting challenge. Let's see what we can build that is unique and different. Let's use melons for the sort of main accent block that we like to use, as it goes quite nicely with leaves. I started building this like every other house that I build, but you know what? I'm going to go out of my comfort zone and build something different. So doors aren't very naturey, are they? Look at them. Made by humans on their dastardly crafting tables. A proper nature house would not have a door as its entrance. What they would have would be an underground, overgrown tunnel like this with jack-o'-lanterns to light it up. You head upstairs, and this is where the house will be, with a leafy, hedgy wall all the way around it, keeping all those fierce human creations away. So I'm going to use the melon again. This time, I'm going to make a massive open window, as a huge part of nature is the sun, which you're not meant to look directly into. However, this is Minecraft, I can do what I want. It's actually kind of blinded me a little bit. Let's stick to building with some of these leaves, actually, as they make quite a nice wall. Although it is quite see-through, so if you were getting changed and you were naked in here, people would be able to see you. I'm going to try and make this like a sort of multi-layered house as well, by just having random bits of grass everywhere. I'm making it just like feel like it's naturally being generated rather than man-made. Which sounds like you're just going to randomly spam some blocks places, but it's actually quite tricky. This is the weirdest thing I've built. I'm not sure what I'm really doing at the moment. I just seem to be randomly placing leaf blocks at the moment, sort of ceiling. Decided to use the brown mushroom block for the floor. When you set it, it looks slightly different though. It looks like the underneath of the mushroom, which is actually quite a bit nicer than that disgusting stuff there. I'm just like placing some blocks around to make it look a little bit more natural now. I think I'm going to use glass, because without windows, places just seem to look very strange. Does glass attach onto... Oh, it doesn't attach onto leaf blocks. Let's use glass blocks, which I know are man-made, but I really don't have anything else to put in for windows, to be honest. I'm going to use grass as the roof, as I'm going to bone meal it and make it all flowery and stuff. I'm not entirely sure where this roof is going at the moment. Maybe I'll do this, and then I can put a tree there or something and just make it look overgrown. I know we're definitely going to use little bits of water around like this, just flowing, making it look all pretty and stuff. I'm still a bit confused what I'm doing, to be honest, though. I've got a little bit of a roof garden going up here. I kind of want to do like a big, huge mushroom spring out, but I need whatever block this is, and I don't know how to find this block. I've had an idea. Can I give myself like silk touch and get it? Let's find out. No, it just comes out as this type of block. Does this work? No! So the only way you'd be able to do it is by planting a mushroom and then moving it along with a piston like so. Just a pain in the butt. So I guess we'll use another natural block called snow to make it look like the mushroom stem. We're going to make it look like a big old mushroom is sprouting up over here. I'm using snow instead of something like quartz because snow is a naturally formed sort of thing, isn't it? Made by the sky. I know this because I did geography at school. Just kidding, I did history, so I know nothing about geography. You'll notice that I'm not using much world edit. That's because world edit isn't natural also. So I'm just kidding, I just haven't found anything to use world edit for really, apart from the floor. I'm going to use it whenever I possibly can. Although after the last video, I got a bit sick of it. So we're going to have a big mushroom there. I'll build the top bit in a second. We've got a big old window. We've got this weird little bit up here. Let's build a little pond under here. Loads of lily pads in here and flowers around the outside. Of course, jack-o'-lanterns lighting it up to keep that natural feel. I know for certain I want like a waterfall falling all the way down here somewhere. And I want a huge flower over here, which I'm going to build mainly out of watermelon as the stalk. I'm just looking at this right now, and I'm just thinking to myself, what is going on? I'm sure it might look quite cool once it's done. But at the moment, oh boy, this thing is interesting. So the waterfall is going to fall in two places. We've got the main bit here, and we've got another bit down here. So if I place some water here, you'll see what I mean as it begins to fall down there. And it's also falling into here, like so. Placing this terrain, I'm doing it mainly by hand, as I kind of just want to see what happens when I just place it naturally. I think I'm slowly going insane. What am I even building anymore? I have literally no idea. It seems to be just all a mess. But it's also very pretty. It's a very pretty mess. I guess we should probably work on this mushroom. Not entirely sure what the point of it is now, but let's build out a little bit. Trying to make this look very natural as well by placing these blocks like randomly around. Not trying to make it too circular, just trying to make it look all uneven and overgrown like the rest of the house. And I'm not really sure what the point of the mushroom is. I'm not sure if I'm going to have a house section in here or it's just for decoration. Flower over there is definitely for just decoration. Let's just see how much space we have on the inside once we're done. It's pretty looking though. And it looks like a nice addition to the house. This ever so weird, wonderful house. What natural block could I use for the top of this flower? Let's use pumpkins. The only problem being here is you can't place a pumpkin on the side of something. It's got to go on something flat. You can destroy the ground beneath it afterwards, but it won't float. Maybe something else. Let's try ice. It'll be a blue flower. That's okay though. We'll do a sort of hanging, sort of bluebelly type flower like so. There we go. Looks pretty natural. It's weird trying to build like walls on this thing because there isn't really space for any walls. But I'm adding some in because I feel like it needs to have walls and a complete area to be a house. Okay, I believe that is the roof complete with all the grass down. Inside there should be no holes in here. There's some jack-o'-lanterns, but that's about it. There's some more jack-o'-lanterns around. Light this place up. I'm just going around making this place look even more overgrown now. I hope I've done the challenge correctly, even if I did just make it up. I'm just placing leaves around on this roof bit to make it look more overgrown. Not very natural looking because you don't normally just get leaves just sprawling along the hillsides. But it adds a bit of detail to the whole build. And now the fun part, the bone mealing. I can bone meal all this grass, make it look all nice and natural. Heck, let's even add a sapling on here, like I said I would earlier. A tree on top of the house. I've made tree houses. Now I've made houses with trees. Lots of long grass everywhere, big flowers. Very natural looking. Let's add a few vines on as well. One of my favorite things to do is to place vines and then let them grow by doing this. Ooh, look at them growing. Look at that one. Growing. That'll do. I'd say this is looking pretty natural, made completely out of natural blocks such as grass, watermelon, ice, mushroom, leaves being the main one, to be honest. Gonna make it look a little bit less natural now as I add in a few of the decorative items inside. Things like some benches, we'll put some bookshelves in. I really like this mix of like natural looking and the overgrown. It just looks really cool. A bit of carpeting as well. Even had some like emeralds and stuff hanging from the ceiling, like crystals. Why not? I guess they are quite natural, aren't they? Although not like this. Have a cute little enchanting area up here. Maybe add some vines onto it, overgrowing. So, here it is. Let's do a final tour of the overgrown natural house. Very naturey. Indeed, we've got mushrooms, we've got flowers, we've got water coming on the top with all the grass, trees. Of course, we've got our very naturey entrance here through this lovely cave. And then up we head to the main section where we've got this sort of curved entrance. We got a few chests in here. We've got a bedroom over here with a chest, armor stand, and then a lovely secret pool under here as well, which is very cute. Water just everywhere, emeralds hanging from the ceiling. We've got furnaces, this weird sort of blue and green rug, crafting table, anvil. We've got a little table and chairs, some bookshelves, our waterfall, which you can actually go through to a secret little area over here. Out the door next to that area, though, we got this big old mushroom with the vines hanging down, looking very pretty. Up here, we got our enchanting area. Back this way, we got some stairs up to this level where we head onto the roof, where we can go explore towards our tree. But I am very happy with this house, actually. I was not sure how it was going to turn out, as I was just randomly placing stuff and hoping in the end it would look good. But as a overgrown nature house goes, I'd say that blends in quite well, apart from the big old flower. If that wasn't there, it's very green. So there you have it. A house au natural. We shall call it Natural House. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you've got any ideas for builds, let me know in those comments down below and I shall take on your challenges. Make sure to leave a like and a comment if you did enjoy this video, and I shall see you another time. Goodbye.